is D. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Well, I know I just established that I'm going to play that arpeggio right there. So let's keep that arpeggio. And let's keep the pentatonic around it. And notice again how those notes push into the scale, or into the triad. So if I was playing over E, A comes up. Again, I've got this scale sitting here. But I got my A major arpeggio sitting there as well. Okay, so if I can visualize that scale along with those notes, I can create some really nice melodies. So watch what happens. I'm going to play very basic with this idea over this chord progression. Okay, I'm not going to try and play fast or anything, just real basic. Now, what I'm going to do is just expand this a little bit more by combining both the chord idea I showed you earlier and the motion that I'm doing right now. The chord fragments, if you will. So sometimes what I like to do is push into a chord fragment. So let's say, for instance, I did a chord fragment. I'm going to take this D or E major arpeggio. I'm going to play these two notes right here, 4 and 4 on the first and third strings. And then what I'm going to do when the D chord comes up, let's do this. Again, any of this will work, but I'm going to do 5 and 7 on the fourth and second strings. So I'm going from here to here. And that would also work for the A chord because both of those notes fit in the A chord. So maybe I'll stay on those notes just so you can hear that. And then when the E chord comes up, I have to decide to do something. I could go back to where I was. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to drop down into 6 and 5. So 7 and 5 is going to become 6 and 5. Does that make sense? So E, D, what I'm doing there is I'm playing, and I'm going to keep it, I'm not going to do any sus stuff. I'm going to keep it very straight. So I'll play 7 and 7. So I'm playing part of that chord. I don't want to confuse you. And then A chord comes up. I'm going to play 7 and 5, which is part of the A chord. And then the E chord comes back up. I'm going to go to 6 and 5. Right there. Okay, so listen to how that sounds. Just watch this. You can see how that could function both as a chordal thing and as a soloing thing. Now I'm going to take that even further into the soloing stratosphere by playing more notes of that pentatonic. Okay? Around those notes of the chord fragment. Here we go. And all of a sudden it starts sounding a lot like real music, which is pretty darn cool. So the trick with Fretboard Framework is to get you to first understand what arpeggios are and how to visualize them across your fretboard, and then how to be able to visualize them cross-referencing each other to each other, and then finally being able to add scales and things around that. Because right now we're just using pentatonic, right? But we could break out of that and start doing some diatonic things too if you understood, diatonic scales and things like that. Because you might be watching this going, hey, isn't E, D, and A technically E mixolydian? And it is. The difference is you're noticing I'm not just going like that. Again, there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while in a lick or something like that, but you can't do that the whole time. So the trick here is that as I'm playing, I have all of that at my disposal. I can play something that connects to E, to D, wherever I want across the guitar. And you can do just a ton of really great stuff by combining all these together. So this Fretboard Framework isn't about not playing scales or not playing modes or not playing whatever. It's an addition to that to get you to think about your fretboard a little bit differently. Now, I want to make sure, I have a quick video that I want to show you. I got to switch to it here in just a second. Hopefully that'll work. That talks about Fretboard Framework to see if it's something that is good for you and if it's something you're interested in. So let me figure out how to do that here, and then we'll play that for you. If you want to play songs across the entire fretboard, or play solos over different styles of music that people will love because they sound great and look effortless, and ultimately have more fun playing guitar and have the confidence to jam with fellow musicians, then you're going to want to pay very close attention to this message. Because you're about to discover a simple way to play songs and solos across the fretboard that sounds amazing and looks so effortless that people's jaws will drop because they can't believe how well you're playing, without spending hours of your time learning confusing music theory. My name is Steve Stine, and I'm a guitar player just like you. I've always known the fretboard was a big deal, but was kind of overwhelming. I've been teaching guitar since 1987, and I just turned 51. Maybe it's my age or something, but I never really got how some people can learn the fretboard by memorizing diagrams. And I've tried all kinds of stuff like I'm sure you have, and it sure has been frustrating. Like spending hours with my nose stuck in a book packed with hundreds of fretboard diagrams, or listening to someone who's practically speaking a different language trying to explain exactly what I need to know in a way that I understand it. After spending all that time and money, it never really clicked, and it felt like one critical piece of the puzzle was missing. Plus, I've never felt comfortable trusting that I understand or know how to do something without applying it in the real world. I thought there surely must be something easy that helps you to play songs and solos without having to worry about learning every chord and scale. That's when I dug through all my notes and discovered a shocking fact. You don't need to know every chord or how to play all the modes to play the most popular rock, pop, country, metal, or blues songs. You don't need to know how to thread all the scales together to play solos. I realized that you just really need to know triads. A triad is 3 notes that make up prime chords like major, minor, and diminished. When you can see those 3 types of triads on your fretboard, you'll play songs faster than ever before. And you can easily combine them to create solos. Triads are kind of like landmarks on a map. I use them to get from point A to point B on the fretboard, and I know when I play them, they'll sound great because they're part of the chord and work in any key. When I learned triads, my guitar playing improved tremendously because I always knew where to go. I never got lost and wasn't playing the same old scales over and over again. After a while, I started sharing this with some of my private students. They started getting results too. So I decided to record my exact method and show how anyone can use triads to play songs and solos across the fretboard that sound amazing and feel effortless. And that's how my new course, Fretboard Framework, was created. Here's what you're going to discover. Simple triad patterns that spread out over the entire fretboard so you'll know exactly where to put your fingers. Lots of guitar players seem like they're spending hours practicing boring drills and memorizing every single scale pattern. The good news is you don't have to do that because there are only 3 types of triads you ever have to learn to play the majority of popular songs and play awesome solos too. This 2-hour course is completely online and broken down into short, easy-to-digest videos where I show you exactly how to use triads to play songs and solos across the fretboard. The first few videos explain exactly what a triad is and demonstrate how the 3 main types of triads, major, minor, and diminished, allow you to play creative harmonies and melodies. They're also powerful for playing songs because you'll learn new voicings so you won't be stuck playing big, blocky chords and your guitar playing will sound more interesting. You can even use triad arpeggios in your solos to create melodic lines that don't sound like you're just playing a boring scale. I show you where the triads are across the fretboard so you'll know exactly where to put your fingers. In the last half of the course, I show you how to unlock the fretboard with the cage system and how to apply everything you learned to play over some jam tracks. This will allow you to really wire triads into your guitar playing and help you see the fretboard in a whole new way. You get lifetime access to my Fretboard Framework course so you can go at your own pace, watch the videos again and again until you're ready for more. The videos are short and easy to understand so you never get bogged down with a bunch of useless information that won't improve your guitar playing. Similar good courses cost hundreds of dollars or even $1,000 at Berklee College of Music online. Or you can do like I did and spend thousands of dollars in college learning what I'm going to show you. With all that said, this could easily sell for $1,000. After all, similar courses sell for $14.97. Of course, it won't cost you $1,000, not even $500. Not even $100. You get the complete Fretboard Framework course for just 3 payments of $27.60. Or you can save 70% if you want to make 1 payment of $69. But it gets better because when you order today, you also get 2 exclusive live sessions where you can ask me your most burning questions about the course. And you don't have to worry about making it because they'll be recorded and uploaded so you can watch them at any time in the members area. Another one of the most important skills you can develop as a guitar player is ear training. That's why I've included my Ear Training 2.0 course as a special second bonus. You'll learn the secrets of playing songs by ear and be able to listen to songs and instantly know what notes will sound great for your solos. If you were to buy this on the website a few months back, it would have cost you $99, but you get it free when you order today. And if you order in the next 15 minutes, you'll get my 3.5-hour Essential Guitar Skills course that originally sold for $99. You'll discover all the skills you need to be a well-rounded lead guitar player. This will allow you to play freely across the entire fretboard and get really creative when it comes time to solo. With this course, you're going to overcome problems like not knowing where to start and end your solos, worrying about what scale will sound good for leads, and alternative scales you can use to improvise better solos than you ever thought possible. You won't have to worry about feeling lost or confused because your fingers will be trained to instantly find the right notes without any hesitation. So, to recap, you get my new Fretboard Framework course and all the great bonuses I just mentioned for just 3 payments of $27.60 or 1 payment of $69. And you're protected by our 30-day guarantee. Truly put it to the test for a full 30 days and see if it's right for you. If you don't think it's a good fit, no big deal. Just contact our friendly support team and they'll issue you a full refund or exchange. No questions asked, no receipt required. However, I can only offer this price and bonuses for a short time. After that, the price increases to $199 and the bonuses will not be included. So click the button below and get started today. As soon as you place your order, you'll get a receipt in your email with instructions on how to access the course. You'll also get a spot in the 2 live sessions and immediate access to the Ear Training 2.0 and Essential Guitar Skills bonus courses. If you want a simple way to play songs and solos across the fretboard that sounds amazing and looks so effortless that people can't believe how well you're playing without spending hours of your time learning confusing fretboard diagrams, then you're absolutely going to love Fretboard Framework. And it's simple to get started. You log into the course and watch the first short video, and as you build your skills, you move to the next video, always at your own pace. You can watch and repeat lessons as many times as you need. Remember, this could easily sell for $1,000, but you can have it today for 3 payments of $27.60 or 1 payment of $69. And when you order, you'll also get the 2 live sessions and immediate access to my Ear Training 2.0 and Essential Guitar Scales courses. You'll learn the secrets of playing songs by ear and all the scales you need to improvise solos over any song. The bonuses alone have a $438 value, and you get our 30-day guarantee. But remember, I can only offer this price and bonuses for a short time. After that, the price increases to $199 and the bonuses won't be included. So click the button below and get started today. Okay, so hopefully that helped you a little bit. And so it's pretty cool. I mean, I love this kind of stuff. So in my mindset, what I can think about is playing more of a scalular idea and then going into more of a phrasing idea. I love to start off with phrasing ideas. And then I move into, licks or patterns or whatever it is I might be doing. But the beauty of this is no matter where you go on the guitar, you can always be thinking, okay, so E, and here comes D, A, to E, and then D comes up, A comes up, back to E, you see? There's just a ton of really great things that you can learn how to do. So hopefully this has helped you a little bit and not confused you, because there's just a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Hopefully this has helped you a little bit, maybe inspired you a little bit, give you some ideas of things that you could practice. And please check out the course and see if it's something that you might be interested in. So take care, stay positive, and I'll talk